Welcome to English with Colleen. This video is on English simple past tense mistakes, part 2. This is the second video in a two-part series. Do these sentences sound right to you? I didn't had the time. Did you went to the store? If these sentences sound right to you, you need to watch my video. In this video, I'm going to help you identify the mistakes in these two sentences and explain why so many English learners make them. First of all, if you did not watch my first video on simple past tense verb mistakes, be sure to watch it. In addition, I put the link in the description below. Just a quick review. In my first video, I identified mistake number 1, not using the simple past tense. Mistake number 2, not conjugating the verb to be. And mistake number 3, over-regularization, trying to make an irregular verb regular. Again, the simple past tense is used to describe an event or action that happened in the past and is finished. In my first video, I focused on affirmative statements in the simple past tense. Correct examples include, last night I played soccer, this morning they were late, and yesterday I won the race. In this video, we are going to look at negative statements and questions in the simple past. We will fix these mistakes. Negative statement, I didn't had the time. Question, did you went to the store? Here is mistake number 4, not using the base form of the verb in a negative statement. I didn't had the time. I did not had the time. They are both incorrect. Are you asking, what does that mean? Let's start by talking about the base form of the verb. The base form of the verb is simply the verb without the word to in front of it. The verb to have is have in the base form. To go is go. To play is play. And to win is simply win in the base form of the verb. In English, when the word not is added to a sentence, a helping verb is used, except with the verb to be. In the simple past tense, that helping verb is did. Did is the past tense of do and does. In an affirmative statement, the past tense of the verb is used. In a negative statement, the helping verb is in the past tense. For example, in the affirmative statement, I had the time. The negative statement, I did not, what comes next? In a verb phrase in English, only the first verb shows tense. The second verb is in the base form. Since we use the past tense did, the next verb in the verb phrase is in its base form. The base form of the verb had is have. So our affirmative statement, I had the time, would be in the negative statement, I did not have the time, or I didn't have the time. Now let's look at mistake number 5, not using the base form of the verb in a question. Did you went to the store? Incorrect. When asking a question in English, a helping verb is used, except with the verb to be. In the simple past tense, that helping verb is did. Did is the past tense of do and does. Does this sound familiar? In an affirmative statement, the past tense of the verb is used. In a question, the helping verb is in the past tense. So let's look at the affirmative statement. You went to the store. Let's start our question. Did you, what comes next? Remember, in a verb phrase in English, only the first verb shows tense. The second verb is in base form. Since we use the past tense did, the next verb in the verb phrase is in its base form. The base form of the verb went is go. So our affirmative statement, you went to the store, in question form becomes, did you go to the store? Let's look at all of these examples together, side by side, so that you can see the difference. The affirmative statement, I had the time, is I did not have the time in a negative statement, and in the question form is, did you have the time? These are all in simple past tense. Again, the affirmative statement, you went to the store, in a negative statement would be, you didn't go to the store, and in question form, did you go to the store? Notice, the past tense verb form of the main verb is only used in affirmative statements. In negative statements and questions, the past tense form of the helping verb is used, and the main verb is in its base form. So why is this such a problem to learn? Reason number 1. Often in English lessons, affirmative statements are practiced much more frequently than negative statements and questions. Emphasis is given to the past tense form without an explanation of when not to use it. Reason number 2. Many languages do not use the helping verbs, also known as auxiliary verbs, do, does, and did. This new structure, in addition to new vocabulary, is difficult to learn. It is particularly difficult because not enough attention is given to negative statements and questions. Test yourself. See if you can take these affirmative sentences and create a negative statement and a question for each of them and put them in the comments below. Examples: last night I played soccer. This morning they came late. Yesterday I won the race. These structures take lots of practice to learn. If you don't catch these mistakes early on, they become fossilized. If you have any questions, comment below. Also, thank you for watching my video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel.